my name is Amanda here from the Burbank Public Library, and today I wanted to talk to you about National Novel Writing Month, nicknamed NaNoWriMo. So this is the month of November through the NaNoWriMo Foundation. They're a nonprofit organization, and the goal is to write 50,000 words of a novel throughout the month of November. So they have a website with a word tracker, they do blog posts with authors, lots of different things to keep you motivated and reach that goal of 50,000 words. NaNoWriMo started in 1999, and last year more than 500,000 writers participated. So lots of authors have found success through projects they started on NaNoWriMo, so I'm going to talk about a few today. So the first book I have to talk about today is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. So this book follows a high school senior named Imani. She is raising her young daughter, going to school, working, and trying to juggle all of that, all while trying to follow her dreams to be a chef. She's a really talented chef. There's a lot of recipes throughout this, and it's really well written. Elizabeth Acevedo was already working on a book and in grad school when she started this during NaNoWriMo, but Imani's voice was really calling to her, and she wanted to use this as a writing exercise, and at first didn't really have any plans to pursue it as a published work. But after she published The Poet X and it was time for her to work on a new project, this book was really calling to her again, and she decided to pick it back up and edit it and turn it into the book we see today. So this is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. The next book I have to talk about is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily Xarpan. This book follows Lee, who has recently lost her mother, and she moves to Taiwan to live with her grandparents, who she's never met before, and she's also looking for her mother in the form of a bird. So kind of blends magic and reality elements together, and it deals with family and grief and loss and identity and lots of other subjects like that. Emily Xarpan participates in NaNoWriMo every year and says that it's like her yearly training and really shows her what is possible and what she can achieve. So this is The Astonishing Color of After. The next book I have to talk about is An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. You might recognize Hank Green from his work on YouTube, and as well as being the brother of another novelist, John Green. He had already started this book and then decided to work on it during NaNoWriMo in 2015. He wrote 40,000 words during NaNoWriMo and then just continued to tinker with it for a few years, and then it became the book that you see today. He said that he really wanted to take his time and make something that looked magical. So this is also kind of a lesson that you can continue to work on your books even after NaNoWriMo is over and really polish them, even if you don't get to those 50,000 words. This book follows April and her friend Andy, who find this strange looking sculpture. They think it's really cool and they take a video of it. The video goes viral, and they also find out that there are more sculptures like this. So not only are they dealing with what being viral really means on the internet in this day and age, and the repercussions of that, but also what's really up with these sculptures and what do they mean. So the next one I have is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. This is in our large print section. It is a romance book that follows Alexa and Drew. They get stuck in an elevator together. He needs a date for a wedding. She seems like the perfect person to go with him. So it's a little bit of a fake dating trope here. This is actually the beginning of a romance series that was really successful for Jasmine Guillory. She said that she started NaNoWriMo last minute. She was not planning to participate, but it clearly worked out. She does a lot of blogging and writing posts to inspire NaNoWriMo authors on their website, and she said that really the important thing is to push through, but also give yourself a break and just celebrate your progress no matter what. The next book I have is Evie, Drake Starts Over by Linda Holmes. This book follows Evie, who has recently lost her husband, and Drake, who is a former Major League Baseball pitcher. He moves into the apartment behind her house. He's also the childhood best friend of her now passed husband, and they form a great friendship. They're both dealing with some things, her grieving her husband, him trying to figure out what his next move is after baseball. So they form a great friendship and maybe a little something. Linda Holmes wrote this book during NaNoWriMo, and she talks about how the writing process can be really daunting, especially when you're getting started. And so Nano can give people the push they need to start their novels. And there's also a community of people who are also writing at the same time, which is also really helpful. So as you can see, NaNoWriMo has boasted a lot of success stories. Lots of authors have published books that started off as NaNoWriMo projects. So if writing is something you're interested in and you want to kind of dip your toes in, working towards 50,000 words and writing your novel in November can be a really great way to start. Thanks.